This is my Tony Francis Weissenborn acoustic lap steel slide guitar that I'm going to play for you at the beginning. And I'm going to do some old songs that I wrote and some new songs that I wrote and stuff like that. So here's the first one. It's called White Rock Lake. Across the green water, white-capped waves, across the green under wind-blown clouds, through flocks of gulls, past the fishermen across the green water, white-capped waves, under wind-blown clouds. Geese and ducks, white-billed coots, past the sailboats and the bare white limbs of the sycamore. Across the green water, white-capped waves, under wind-blown clouds. On the other shore, sun spotlights, shining copper towers of the city. Across the green water and white-capped waves, under wind-blown clouds. Yeah, that's called White Rock Lake. I wrote that a few years ago. All right. This next one is called "The Song That Led Us Here." I wrote this, I think, Thanksgiving break, something like that, down in the hill country. And I just wrote the melody actually, and the words are mostly by my old friend Todd Jeffries. I've used his words on a lot of songs, and he's quite the poet, so. And I just made a change in it today, so I think it's better this way. The young folks, they just think about what they can get. The rest of us consider what we should cast aside. We let the candles burn. Morning comes around soon enough. And when the wind starts blowing, people take the dogs inside. We turn our backs to the wind, and standing there we listen to the old songs. Those ancient songs never carved in stone, which led us here. The young folks, they just think about what they can get. The rest of us consider what we should cast aside. We let the candles burn. Morning comes around soon enough. And when the wind starts blowing, people take the dogs inside. We turn our backs to the wind, and standing there we listen to the old songs. Those ancient songs never carved in stone, which led us here. Thanks. Yeah, I like that song a lot.
It's all been
Especially now that I dropped a couple of the verses out of it. The wind thing kind of ties it together better.
Steven, that's all done on a slide guitar?
Yeah, this is
Oh,
a guitar built by a guy named Tony Francis in New Zealand. Uh, it's made out of koa. It has
wow.
It has a hollow neck. It doesn't have any frets. It just has like little inlays showing you where the frets are. Otherwise, it'd be a violin player, and I ain't no violin player, that's for sure.
Nice.
So, yeah. I'm gonna change to a different guitar and play a song that I just wrote the other day. So I just gotta turn this thing down for a second, so I don't pop you right out of existence. This next guitar I'm gonna play is a 1927 Weissenborn. It sounds pretty similar to the other one, but it's in a different tuning. It's in open G tuning. The other tuning, I don't know what tuning that is. It goes it's almost like dadgad, but with the fifth string lowered to a G. So it's like dadgad with the fifth string lowered to a G. So. Anyway, this is an open G, and this is one of the longest songs I ever wrote, mainly because I got all these choruses and stuff, and so, and I can never remember any of my songs, unfortunately, so I'm just gonna do the best I can here, and maybe I can line it up like that, kind of, so I can see all the pages. Yeah, there we go, I got it now. All right, this is a song that I wrote about my mother. I had listened to Mandolin Orange. I don't know if you ever listened to Mandolin Orange. That is a hell of a band, and it's really just two people with like session musicians behind them. But if you ever get a chance to listen to them, they're great. But anyway, they do this song called Golden Embers, and it's about a mother of somebody that died and stuff like that. So this song's about my mother, and she died when I was pretty young. So it's had a big influence on my life. I think it led me down wrong paths. Maybe did some things I shouldn't have done, but... Anyway, this is called Silver Dollar Pancakes. Silver dollar pancakes on a Saturday morning. Peanut butter and jam with the crust cut off. She read me poetry, winking, blinking, and nod. She was a real romantic, and now she's gone. She wrote sweet love notes in the old photo album. At swimming pool parties, we compared tans. She showed me old movies, loved to have fun. She was a real romantic, never grew old. Silver dollar pancakes on a Saturday morning. Peanut butter and jam with the crust cut off. She read me poetry, winking, blinking, a nod. She was a real romantic. Now she's gone. She was never perfect. Refused communion in church. She was a party girl. Left me all alone. She slipped and she knew it. I watched her go through it. She was a real romantic. Never wanted to get old. I was pretty young when she was hit by that car. I came home from college and she was gone. My dad was standing there staring into space, and I was feeling empty and alone. She was a real romantic. Then she was gone. Silver dollar pancakes on a Saturday morning. Peanut butter and jam with the crust cut off. She read me poetry, winking, blinking, and nod. She was a real romantic. Now she's gone. She was a real romantic. Now she's gone. Yeah, that's the first song that I wrote with my own lyrics for quite a while. Actually, I've been using Todd Jeffries a lot. Here's another one that I wrote with my own lyrics. I wrote this one a little while ago, though. And I had it as an instrumental on the album that I put out last June, I guess, called Golden Leaves on that. last golden leaves of the ginkgo tree flutter like fans against the gray sky, and my last breath is breathed while the last chord is struck. The golden notes hang in the cold, clear air. All right, I think I got time for one more song.
About 5 minutes.
All right, I got time for maybe more than one more song. We'll see. Okay. Yeah. So this is a song I wrote a while ago, and I think it all actually came out. When did this come out? A little while ago. I don't know. Anyway, it's called "You Call Out to Him," and the lyrics are by Todd Jeffries, my old college friend. Pretty good writer. Just for a moment, put yourself in my shoes. Maybe you see someone who's got nothing to lose. Disappearing into the distance, walking along a line of railroad cars, and you call out to him, but he doesn't stop. And the wind that blows down the valley between the factories and the homes carries your voice above the rooftops. He doesn't stop. And he wouldn't have heard you anyway. And he wouldn't have heard you at all. Just for a moment, put yourself in my shoes. Maybe you see someone who's got nothing to lose, disappearing into the distance, walking along a line of railroad cars. He doesn't stop. Wind that blows down the valley between the factories and the homes carries your voice above the rooftops. He doesn't stop, and he wouldn't have heard you anyway, and he wouldn't have heard you at all. Your voice calls out to him. He doesn't stop, and he wouldn't have